Hello, hello. Hope everyone is having a great evening. As you can probably see already, I've changed a few things up tonight. I changed the layout. Hopefully, you can still hear me and it still sounds okay. I've had to move the mic around and I've decided to move the cards up a bit more closer to the camera along with the mat. Everything seems to look better and I don't know, it just seems more engaging. So we're going to try this tonight, see what happens, and for what we've got to show, it seems like the right thing to do. If there are any audio issues again, please just let me know. But what we're going to be starting off with before we get to the meat and potatoes of this is the Ultimate Tournament Pack 1. Now I believe this came out last month, I think, or end of June. These are like a continuation of the normal tournament packs that came out. Well, there's like 30 of them, I believe, and the last set is was really, well, they're not great, but by all means they tick a box. Like there are 27 cards in them, I believe, per set. 80 Squared, how you doing? Yes, thank you, I appreciate that. I was very excited to do the video, very excited to get the CRT. I can't wait to dive into it and play some Yugi on it is what I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, I thought it would be a nice start. We start off with this, and if I can just keep the mat to stay in place. So yeah, honestly, I've not really done too much research in the cards for this. However, it's a 50 card set, and these are an absolute nightmare to get a hold of in Europe. I mean, I imagine they're pretty hard to get anywhere, but for some reason, you just cannot get these for a cheap price over here. So hence, I've only managed to get 5, and I'm probably going to leave it. I might not come back to this set just because it's so pricey, but let's have a look. If I can get one pack open safely. I got these from overseas. They cannot be bought in stores, and they're usually given out as rewards at tournaments. Just hit the camera. Good job. You can get them, I think, at the tournaments. I think you get given them out for entering. You get them from winning. So I think if anyone grabs hold of a box, they can usually just scalp them and sell them online. But yeah, they're an absolute nightmare to get a hold of them. See, I'm already preferring this layout just because it seems a lot more engaging. The cards appear a lot better to me. I don't know about you. Lightning Rod Lord. What a name. Dawn Angel Camby. How many cards have we got? Darn. 3 cards per pack and it's a 50 card set. Jeez. That's rough. But tell you what, we'll sleeve them up for now as we go, because this won't be a particularly long stream. We're not opening many packs tonight, but we will take it from there. I will keep the commons just over here for now. Yes, it is, and it is a pretty bad set, to be quite frank. To collect, it's very expensive. The rares are expensive. Yeah, so I can't see myself coming back to this, to be honest. Anti-spell fragrance. Continuous trap card. That's pretty dark, actually. I can barely see that. Although, to be fair, just outside my vision, I can barely see it. Deep Sea Diva. Me when I go swim. Oh, hello. Okay, this is lovely. Paw of Extravagance. Is this ultimate rare? Damn. I mean, I know it's only 3 cards, but still. Sorry, I need to really admire this in real life and on camera. Camera's capturing this quite nicely. If you haven't guessed by now, the music is still from Ratchet & Clank. We'll continue on this week, but it will change later on. Mathematician, Terraforming, and Heatwave. Features dinosaurs. I wonder if it's like the opposite to, is it Cold Wave? No, you can't even see it. Yeah, they just keep going extinct. Why does everyone keep killing them? Silent Swordsman. Ah, I remember him. I don't know what level he is. I know you get like level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I vaguely mind them. Thunderclap Monk. And Constellar Omega. Oh, very nice. XZ's card as well. I only just learned this week that it's not XYZ, it's XZ's. I've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time. Like an absolute chump. Alright, last one. If this map would stay, that'd be great. Right. Nah, screw it. Let's open it. Dragonuity Phalanx, Deep Sea Diva, damn, our first duplicate, and Regenesis Warrior. Very nice warrior. Nice, very good. Alright, so we're going into the main event here. Something that I'm very excited for, that I was able to get a hold of recently, that for a very good price as well. I wouldn't have got it otherwise. So, what we're going to be looking at tonight will be Starter Deck Yugi, but in particular Starter Deck Yugi Evolution. This came out back in 2004, March 1st, so not too long after the game just started in the TCG. Now, this is not the first Yugi deck. We had the ones prior. This is like the 5th one. It came out alongside Kaiba, Starter Deck Kaiba Evolution. So respectively the 5th and 6th decks. As prior to this there was Starter Deck Joey and Pegasus. And then prior to that was Yugi and Kaiba, the original one. So, the box is pretty tattered. I'm hoping the cards are okay. It is first edition, so when I say I got this for a good price, I generally mean it. I just hope the cards live up to it. So, how do we look at this? I'm not gonna be cringy and read them out, but still, nice little story being told in the back here. Now, here's the thing about this deck. I actually have it in Unlimited, or at least parts of it, but I wouldn't be able to tell you if I have it completely. I'm still trying to sort out all my binders and my cards, so while I do have some of these cards, I don't have all of them, I believe. Well, I think when I was young and foolish, I got rid of my duplicates, and back then I didn't care about different card IDs, so... Oh look, we've got a nice new... nice new mat. Could probably use this. Oh, this was very clean. Very nice. We have the trading card game rulebook with oh, it's Yugi on the front. So the one I had before was Joy, so I must have Starter Deck Joy. Version 4.0. No versions on now. You threw away my cards. Yes, I binned them all. Back when the card game was very simple and didn't have quite a lot of one-turn KOs. Manners and dueling. I wonder who actually follows these. Something really nice about this. Just feel nostalgic just looking at this. Oh, there we go. There's our boy. Blackluster Soldier. He's actually the cover card of this. Dark Magician wasn't supposed to be the cover card. This is actually the first appearance of the Blackluster Soldier in the TCG. Not the OCG, as he came out as a tournament prize, I think. A steelbook card came out in Japan and worth a lot of money. His identifiers. Oh, there's Hain and Pot of Greed. Well, very nice, very clean movement, very nice. And then we have the main event. So first up we have Dark Magician, and I've got to say it's a pretty good nick actually. So I appreciate the art. In the first edition, lovely. SYE Starter Deck Yugi Evolution, very nice. So there's 50 cards in here, one ultra rare, one super rare, 47 commons. Now I'm not 100% familiar on the rarity in this. I'd imagine this is just a super rare, and the Blackluster Soldier is the ultra rare. I say just, but... And here he goes, and he's a bit tattered, like. He's a bit lightly played, as they would say. You know, it's not too bad. If this is the only card like this, I could probably just replace him. Believe it or not, not the first ritual monster in the TCG. First appearance of Blackluster Soldier, like I said, but not the first ritual. I think Hungry Burger, Performance of Sword, and Fortress Whale were the first ritual monsters. Oh, this is not sealed. Ah, no way. These are not brand new. This came out like 2004. These are, if I was wanting sealed, I'd be paying a lot of money for that. And getting these in first edition for cheap was not easy. I think I had an easier time getting a CRT. Okay, so I think the Blackluster Soldier might just be because it's a cover card, it might be the only one that's damaged. A sealed box. Do you think I've made him money? Blackluster Ritual, super rare, really nice looking card. Still, ritual monsters were not great back then, they were still pretty garbage. Although it was pretty nice to be able to summon this if you could. The card game was a lot simpler back then, so you probably could get away with it. And here we go. Our boy, our forbidden boy, Pot of Greed. No, believe it or not, he is actually playable in the traditional rule set, I believe. Is it traditional? Yes, the traditional. In traditional, there isn't anything that's forbidden. It's at least limited, so that older players can play with these cards. I summoned Pot of Greed. I draw 2 cards. Then we have another fantastic classic card, Monster Reborn. Still pretty decent to this day, actually. I think a lot of the spell cards in this deck are actually good, while the deck itself is not that great by modern standards, but it was back in a simpler time with the card game, you know. It's the way the card game was played was how I would rather play it. Swords of Revealing Light, Swords of Revealing Light, still a great stall card by today's standards. I'm gonna wait 3 turns, turn out cards face up. I love how they're still called spell cards. Early Yu-Gi-Oh! They were called Magic, I believe. Very nice. Very much happy with that. Malevolent Nuzzler. I think that's a new card to this deck. See, most of this deck was made up of starter deck Yugi. And it featured reinforcements and castle walls, which were trap cards that I think boosted attack and defense for only 1 turn. Happily they replaced them with the equip cards. even if the crit cards aren't that great, it's still, you know, better than what came before it. Most of the monsters that are in this deck are mostly the same. Card Destruction, another classic. I think it's... This is on the limited list, so you can have one. It's not forbidden, unlike Pot of Greed. In advanced play. Dion Keto. His OCG artwork is completely different. He's half naked. And arguably a woman in it. Dark Hole, great card. Still great. Reset the board. Ah, so iconic, this card. Remove Trap. I have like 500 of these. I think they're all from Legend of Blue Eyes, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty basic by today's standards, but still, you know. Reliable Guardian. Increase one face-up monster's defense by 700 points until the end of this turn. Honestly, it feels so great just to read one sentence. It doesn't take forever to get through them. Fisher, another classic. Destroy one face-up monster with the lowest attack on your opponent's side of the field. Yeah, I'm definitely an uncombined set with this. I would only rather play with with these cards, to be honest. Last Will, one of our forbidden cards. Available as limited in traditional format. Quite a broken card, to be quite honest. You can only use this card's effect once, and only during this turn. When a monster on your side of the field is sent to your graveyard, you can special summon one monster with an attack of 1500 points or less from your deck. Then, shuffle your deck. Great card. Another classic, Mystical Space Typhoon. Still played to this day. Quick play spell card. Destroys one spell or trap card in the field. Mystic Plasma Zone. Increase the attack of all dark monsters by 500 points and increase their defense by 400 points. You know what, there's not even a need to even try and list up a strategy with half of these because it's just so simple. Axe of Despair, I think this is 800 points at the end of the turn? That's 1,000 points. 800 is must be something else. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, if you offer one monster on your side of the field as a tribute, this card returns to the top of your deck. And Change of Heart, another classic card. No longer limited or forbidden. I believe this card was limited at one point. Into the Traps, 7-Tool the Bandit. Quite a good trap card. Pay 1,000 of your life points to negate the activation of a trap card and destroy it. I think it's quick play. Just realized this Trunks' theme. Spellbinding Circle. Continuous trap card. Actually a magic card in Forbidden Memories. Or spell card rather. Another one with different artwork. Disappear. Select one card from your opponent's graveyard and remove it from play. Geki Break. Discard one card from your hand to destroy one card in the field. Pretty simple. Pretty fair. Trap Hole. When your opponent normal summons or flip summons a monster with an attack of 1,000 points or more, destroy the monster. Now I have this as a super rare somewhere. I can't remember what it's from. Maybe it's... See, the Legend of Blue Eyes, or it started at Yugi. Eye of Truth, continuous trap card. As long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent must show his or her hand. Your opponent increases his or her life points by 1,000 points during each of his/her standby phases if he/she has a spell card in his or her hand. Quite a good card back in the day. Not so much these days, but it's still not bad. Shift, that's pretty average. But you can activate this card when your opponent designates one monster on your side of the field as a target of a spell, trap, or battle attack. Switch the target to another monster on your side of the field. Okay, so it's not too bad. Probably better by the standards of when this came out. Oh yeah, here we go, Magic Jammer. Let's go. Discard one card from your hand to negate the activation of a spell card and destroy it. What a nice card to use. Another great trap. Traps and spell cards here are really good. Backup Soldier. You can activate this card when there are 5 or more monster cards in your graveyard. Select up to 3 monster cards with an attack of 1500 points or less, except effect monster cards from your graveyard, and add them to your hand. Okay, so it's one reinforcing your hand then. I think this is the only card that I've seen. Card destruction gets rid of them. This is the only one that adds. Boku. Remember this from the anime? I think Taya had it. Make all battle damage inflicted by monsters on your opponent's side of the field 0 during this turn. Very nice. Pretty sure this is what Taya used to beat my Valentine. Sangan, great monster. Really good for a searcher. Searches your deck, I believe. When this key card is sent from the field to the graveyard, select one monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck. Show it to your opponent and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. Great card. Very good back in its heyday. Mystical Elf, our wall. Constantly in defense mode, but still. One of Yugi's favorites. Wall of Illusion. Also in well, I'm going to say also in starter deck. Yeah, Yugi, but most of the monster cards will be, outside of a very few. So in Bright of the Dark, probably one of the strongest attacking monsters of level 4, for level 4s, but its effect is pretty bad. This card cannot attack a player directly. Each time this card destroys one monster as a result of battle, it decreases the attack of this card by 200 points. So yeah, it's probably great for like 1 or 2 turns, and then after that, it's going to be fodder for probably a tribute. Summon Skull, our boy. I think his text is actually slightly different here. I think a few of the cards have had their text changed. I'm also very happy about how the archetypes are well, they're not really existent back then. It's just more attributes than anything else. So the dark attribute, and it's a fiend. Really simple archetypes back then. Good old reliable mascot. Well, one of the mascots, probably joined with Dark Magician and Blue Eyes. Discard this card from your hand to make the battle damage inflicted to your life points by one of your opponent's monsters 0. This effect will only be activated during your opponent's battle phase. I would love to play with these cards in a duel. Really good fun, actually. Yes, Man-Eater Bug. I know, this is one of my favorites. Garbage is a basic monster in the games, but here, attack it when it's face down, flip it, destroy one monster on your opponent's side of the field. I get more simpler than this. Giant Rat. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon one earth monster with an attack of 1500 or less in face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. I do have to say, a lot of the rest of these cards have been really good. I think it's just Blackluster Soldier. Like I said, I could easily replace him if it really bothers me. Sonic Bird. When this card is normal summoned or flip summoned, you can select one ritual spell card from your deck and add it to your hand. So I'm imagining Sonic Bird is part of how you would summon Blackluster Soldier. Whoa, Royal Magical Library. So this card, I believe, this is the first release of this card in the UK, or at least maybe Europe. In the US, it was in Magician's Force. Most of the cards in this deck have been reprints of at least starter deck Yugi, or a few other packs, such as Pharaoh's Servant perhaps, or a Spell Ruler. But Royal Magical Library, this is the first release of it here. In the UK. So each time you or your opponent activates one spell card, put one spell counter on this card, maximum of 3. Remove 3 spell counters from this card to draw one card from your deck. That's not bad, to be honest with you. That's not a bad card. Sonic Bird out here aura forming. You know what? He really is aura forming. I just know, I'm getting Ravio vibes from him. He looks like he's ready to jump off a cliff and fly to the moon. He really doesn't give a shit. Oh, Warrior Digrapher. I used to find this card hilarious when I was like 5. Oh, sorry. Yugi wasn't even out here back then, probably 8 or 9. The warrior who can manipulate dragons. Nobody knows his mysterious past. I'm not gonna lie, he still looks funny. Actually, I feel bad. He's quite a cool card. Darkblade. Okay, now this one looks pretty sick. Mr. Ezlord over here. They say he's a dragon manipulating warrior from the Dark World. His attack is tremendous, using his great swords with vicious power. It's not a bad level 4. I'm pretty sure he fuses with a card, a dragon monster later on. I don't know what it is. One of the decks. Pitch Black Dragon or something. It's Pitch Dark Dragon, I believe. It's a fusion between them. Can't remember what it is. Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts. I keep saying mystical. Now, I believe this deck must have been based on Yugi's cards in the Battle City arc, because I'm pretty sure it's where Gazelle appears for the first time in the anime. This monster moves so fast it looks like an illusion to mortal eyes. Neo the Magic Swordsman. A dimensional drifter who not only practices sorcery, but is also a sword and martial arts master. Again, not a bad monster. Regular monster back then. Oh, iconic. Appeared in the first episode. Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Now, he actually has a variant, which is a winged beast, a red winged beast, called Winged Dragon 2. I can't remember which release it's on, but early Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a lot of alternate colored variants. And they were usually change the archetype. Mystic Clown. Also available in Legend of Blue Eyes, as most of this deck is. Well, actually, I'll read them out. Okay, nothing can stop the mad attack of this powerful creature. Except a card with 600 attack points. Beaver Warrior, another classic. Watch this creature, what this creature lacks in size, it makes up for in defense when battling in the prairie. Gaia. Gaia the Fierce Knight. A knight whose horse travels faster than the wind. His battle charge is a force to be reckoned with. Lovely card, I love this monster. Just so simple, so hype. Theralymp, another Season 1 monster. Playful little fiend that lurks in the dark, waiting to attack an unwary enemy. I mean, he looks a lot more terrifying in the show. Giant Soldier of Stone. I think he was one of the highest defense monsters for a level 3. A giant warrior made of stone. A punch from this creature has earth-shaking results. I guess his sword really reflects his attack. Although 1300 attack is not bad for level 3. And I can't even get up. Great White. A giant white shark with razor sharp teeth. 1600 attack points. And I distinctly remember this card costing 999,999 star chips and Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories for whatever reason. I think my Valentine used it. In the game anyway. And Celtic Guardian is our final card. An elf who learned to wield a sword. He baffles enemies with lightning swift attacks. Fantastic looking card. Yeah, every single one of these looks pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. Not a single one has really let me down except for a poor Blackluster over here. It looks like he's seen his fair share of play. But you know, I'm really happy to get these first edition, especially for the price I paid for them. A lot of the classic cards are a nightmare to get, and I'm glad the decks weren't scalped that hard. Just look at them. Great looking monsters. Great new art for Dark Magician. I'm not sure if it's one of the first variants, well, new artwork cards, but still, I'm glad it was Dark Magician, and obviously you got Blue Eyes and Star Deck Evolution. Okay, there is just pure nostalgia. The whole deck is pure nostalgia. Now imagine I got the other two starter decks for Yugi and Kaiba, the ones that came before. That would have been even more wild. But hey. Well guys, I guess that's the end of that. Thank you for joining me on this one. I was very much enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this. It was really nostalgic and cool to go through all these. I've seen these monsters 1,000 times, whether it's through games or reprints, but it's always cool to go back to the past and have a look at them again, you know, see them in their original form. And consider I'm such a nostalgia farmer, I could easily look at these cards all day, you know. Maybe I need to get, if I'm going to play this game again, play this card game again properly, maybe this is my entry point. It's starting off with the earlier decks, working my way up through the other ones, to be honest with you. And maybe one day I can afford to get them sealed. That'd be really cool. Although maybe a bit pointless, but still. Actually, I'll give this a read. In ancient Egypt, there existed a force so powerful it had to be locked away for millennia. Now one boy has released the power, it's time to duel. The objective. In the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, two players face off in an all-out battle, engaging in a match consisting of three duels? Okay. It will take skill, practice, strategy, and luck to emerge victorious from the match, as there are many factors players can manipulate to vanquish their foe. The main battles are waged between incredible monsters split into an amazing 20 types. So there was 20 types back then, okay. Each with their own unique skills and fighting styles. In addition, players can use spells, set traps, change the battlefield itself, and even fuse two monsters together to form a monster of immense power. Starter deck contents: 2 decks to collect, Yugi Evolution and Kaiba Evolution, sorry. Each one-player deck contains 47 common cards, 3 foil cards, 1 rulebook, and 1 game mat. For further information on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, please visit www.yugi-card.com. Wow. There you go. There you have it, folks. Well, next week we're going to have something arguably just as special, or maybe more special, depending. It might be more special to me than everyone else, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Right. I hope you all had a great time. I had a wonderful time. And yeah, I'll catch you all next week. Have a good one.